Roger Deakins. When I was a kid, I was mad about movies, but it was a long time. I suppose my career, my life, just gradually grew into my dreams. Really, I love what Connie Hall used to call happy accidents. You're in a set and suddenly the light starts slashing through a window, and even if you don't use that natural light, you suddenly think, no, that's it, I didn't think of that. So you maybe cut that light off and put a lamp to do exactly the same thing so you can have consistency. Conrad Hall was great on this. He was great on this. He said, sometimes he really wanted his films to look ugly, to capture something that we normally shy away from in making movies. Ugliness can have a certain beauty as well. It's a strange sort of dichotomy going on there, really. The documentaries I did were sort of very kind of verite. We would go, film a tribe in Africa or film a war zone, and you kind of make up the movie, make up the film and what you were trying to say, almost as a journalist exploring the subject. Well, I've got a very strong feeling about lenses, and personally, I'm sitting here talking to you, and you're filming me from over there on a shoulder on probably a single, where I'd rarely do that, because I think, the camera wants to be, to me, I would shoot singles inside here, unless it's for a particular fact, and then I'd drop back off and be more observational with a shoulder in. I mean, I think it's a totally different effect to an audience looking at somebody on the end of a 100mm lens, as opposed to somebody that's being shot on a 27 close to, or 21. So here we are, 32mm or 30mm. It's on a zoom, so sometimes you can't tell what the millimeter is. Anyway, but it's different, right? It's a sense of presence. You're right there with somebody as opposed to being... I think psychologically it's a totally different effect. So, I mean, it's just the same as your relationship in real life to somebody. I'm sitting this close to you. I'm not seeing you from over there on a long lens, So I don't think we take that into account as much as we should, really. Well, I tell a story. The first day we were shooting on Barton Fink, I have the story, but I'm really nervous. I mean, I think the guys were great filmmakers. So I was so pleased to be working with them. And in America, and I hadn't been here really much by then. And anyway, so I had the sort of storyboards for the day and thing. And in prep, I went up to Joel. I said, well, these shots, we were looking at the location. We were in a theatre downtown. And they had a series of shots going around this stage. And I said, well, what if, we could combine these and do a moving camera shot and combine 5 storyboards in one. And he said, oh, well, okay, yeah, that'd be great. So we got a Lumar crane in. It was about the only time I used it, I think. And did this little shot. Instead of 5 shots, it was one fluid thing. It's the opening of the movie. And so what I love about working with them is they have this very thought-out idea of what they want, how they want to cover things, the sort of feel of the movie. But then they're really open to ideas. And that was the first day I worked with them. So they had this day's work laid out in this theatre. We wrapped at 12 o'clock, in the morning, midday, because we'd done this Lumar crane shot, and that was it. We had nothing else to do.